Hey you guys, what's up? What's good? What's happening? Welcome in, welcome back. So I'm extremely under the weather, so I have cut off the video, the visual of this message, I guess you could call it, this piece of content, and it's just going to be audio only with a black screen. I apologize, but I'm just really under the weather and I'm just not comfortable putting myself on the screen. But this is not a reading, so I don't actually need the screen. I wanted to talk to you guys about interpretation of messages and how you can work with that in order to grow your intuition, your confidence, and the way that you and the divine communicate, okay? So all you have to do is take some time out of your busy schedule. I know you're busy, but take some time out and just sit down and talk to God and let him know, hey, God, can I tell you how I feel about certain things? That way, when you send me these things, I know that that's what it means and I'm not misinterpreting the message. And then I want you to just pick a category and start there, okay? You can start with colors, something simple. Start with colors, and when you're seeing something light colored, it would be a light aspect of that, or a dark color would be a dark aspect of that. Like we all recognize blue as communication, right? And I do as well. And I let God know, just so you know, when I see light blues, I'm thinking of light conversation, happy conversations. And when I see more medium blues, I know that maybe I should take this conversation a little more seriously and not be so, woohoo, fun. But then when I see dark blues, I know that a conversation might be a little bit difficult to hear. And so definitely don't want to be joking, because this is probably not a joking matter. It might even be something that's hard for me to hear, hard for me to digest. So just to be very mindful. And, there's things like that where you can break down colors. And that way, when he sends you that color, you don't question it, because you and him sat down and discussed that this is what this means. So if you send it to me, I know that's what you're trying to tell me, and I'm going to understand that message very clearly. And that is exactly how this technique can, like I said, increase your intuition, build up your confidence, and help you to interpret the messages you're receiving. All right, maybe next you can talk about numbers and how the numbers make you feel. And if you feel overwhelmed, because numbers can very well be overwhelming, just do a couple at a time. Do the solid number, do the singular numbers. What does just one in general make you feel? And focus on that. And then do each of the numbers before moving on to the multiples, right? 222, 333, 444. Or the consecutives, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? And then you can move on from there, and you can talk about how the weather, different weather, makes you feel like different things are going on or are going to come into your life, how the energy can relate to your situation. Next, maybe you can work on animals, right? And what specific birds mean to you. This is actually a really fun one. I think I actually started with the birds. I wrote down a list of all the birds that are common in my area. And with those birds that are common in my area, I was like, all right, God, if you send me a robin, I know that this is what you're telling me. Or if you send me a crow, I know this is what you're telling me. If you send me a mourning dove, I know that this is what you're telling me. And now when I get those birds, when I see them, I'm like, oh, that's what God's telling me. And I don't second guess myself, because God and I sat down and we had this intimate conversation where we discussed this to make sure that I am understanding the messages exactly how he intends me to understand it. And then I took it a step further, and this is where it gets really fun. I said, now listen, if you send me a parrot, this is what I'm going to take from it. I said, if you send me a bald eagle, this is what I'm going to take from it. And Lord, please do not, but if you send me a pterodactyl, this is where I'm going to run and hide. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, but like, this is just a very simple exercise that you can do at your own pace, and you can, go as deep or stay as surface level as you're comfortable, and the possibilities are endless. Literally, this is something that's never ending. For those of you guys that are working on tarot cards and learning how to read the deck, this is something that you can do with the cards. Which card makes you feel like good weather, which one makes you feel like bad weather, and immediately most of you thought of the sun is good weather and the tower is stormy weather. We all know that. Yes, you're fine, but take it a step further. Which one means winter to you, which one means, and then you can break down, you can go further than that, and you can look at the people, right? And you put all the pages, the knights, the kings and the queens on the table. Now you tell me, which of these people is the banker? Which one is the bus driver? Which one is the judge? Which one is the dad or the mom? Which one is the sibling? You know what I mean? And this just really will help you, especially if you struggle to read for yourself. Okay? If you struggle to read for yourself, really building this, I guess it's not really, well, you're building something, but what I'm trying to, you're building a language that's really just kind of between you and God, because this is how you interpret things. And it's almost like you're removing that third-party energy from even trying to come in and confuse you or get you to question yourself, because you established this conversation, right? It was an A-B conversation between you and God. And any of those negative entities that try to get you to question they can see their way out of the conversation. You feel me? So yeah, I just wanted to come on real quick and share that technique with you guys, because it really was an absolute game changer for me. Whether you're reading cards or just trying to interpret dreams and the weather and all the little messages and signs that the divine gives you, there's a meaning for it, when you drive by construction, or when there's construction right around the corner, or excuse me, even the specific type of construction, are they laying the foundation for a new building, for a new home? Are we cutting the ribbon and open up shop? Are we working on the roof? Are we working on the road? Is a new road about to, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many different things that can happen. And the more and more you establish what it means to you spiritually, and you express that to God, things are going to start making a lot more sense. When you start talking about birds, don't be surprised if you get a whole mess of birds show up in your yard all of a sudden. God's been waiting to talk to you in a way that he knows you'll understand. Your angels, your guides, your ancestors have been waiting to talk to you. When you tell them, when you literally spell it out, ooh, interesting. You make it so easy for this conversation to be had now, because you took the time to build a language, and now that language can come to life. I do apologize. My little one is not feeling too good, so he's homesick, and he seems to be running around all of a sudden like he's feeling better. So if you've heard him in the background throughout this, I do apologize if it was distracting. It's just the situation. But yeah, I hope this message helps you guys. I really, really hope that you can find the time to work on this. Again, in increments. Don't do like me and overwhelm yourself and then have to go back and be like, wait, I think I said that about, hold on. Okay, slow down. It is very exciting. It is very new. It is very powerful. There's a lot of confidence and there's a lot of excitement, and it's just, don't overwhelm yourself. All right. I love you guys so freaking much. And I'm sorry that I'm still sick. I don't know what's going on. But as I keep getting messages, I'll pass them on. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. All right. Until then, yeah, stay beautiful.